Hello, Kelsey Taylor here. Welcome to another movie review. Now, in honor of the recent film that just came out, Justice League, I've decided to review one of the Batman movies. I actually picked this movie up from Big Lots back when I was in Massachusetts this past summer. And not to be honest, this was the very first Batman movie I've seen. I've also seen Batman, Robin, and The Dark Knight, and I'll talk more about those later. I'm going to be reviewing Batman Forever. Now, I know what you're thinking. Seriously? You're going to review this one over the other good Batman movies? Now, I don't think I've seen, all the Batman movies, to be honest with you. The Michael Keaton ones, I'm sure they're better films, don't get me wrong, I'm sure they're better than this one, but I don't remember them that well. Like I said, this is the very first Batman movie I believe I've watched. I even remember we had the Keaton Batman movies on tape as well, but again, I don't remember if I've seen them or not. I have to watch those at some point. Now, I recently watched this movie again for the first time in God knows how many years, and it was very, I don't know, different from how I used to like it. I don't know. As a kid, I kind of find it, I don't know, kind of fun. I thought it was what I thought at the time, thought it was a good movie. Because my brother was actually more into Batman than I was. This was pretty much, I believe, his first Batman movie as well. He was a Batman fan, and if you would ask me, is he still a Batman fan today? Well, he's completely different from when he was a child now, so I can't really say for sure. But, yeah, this was our introduction to The Dark Knight, and, there have been other better Batman movies since. The Dark Knight I've seen The Dark Knight. I haven't seen Batman v Superman. I haven't seen Batman Begins. I haven't seen Dark Knight Rises. So as you can tell, I actually don't watch a lot of a number of superhero movies. I actually saw Wonder Woman, and that was a really good DC movie. Way better than this one. And of course, this one's from 1995. It's directed by Joel Schumacher, who also directed Batman and Robin. Now, I do agree, Batman and Robin is another one I haven't watched in years. It's worse than this one, I know. But I just decided to pick this one up because, I don't know, it's a very nostalgic movie for me. Val Kilmer plays Batman here. I think I was more of a fan of him as Bruce Wayne than Batman. He's actually better than George Clooney, I'll give you that. How do I compare this to Batman and Robin? Everybody's talked about Batman and Robin to death, so I know it's a bad movie, but I haven't seen it in a very long time, and I have no plans of picking that one up soon. Chris O'Donnell's in it as Robin, and he's very tolerable in this. Does he do any, jackass moves? Does he have temper tantrums in this movie like he did in Batman and Robin? Well, one jackass move, he stole the Batmobile. Yeah, so, yeah, Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey play the villains. Tommy Lee Jones is Two-Face, and Jim Carrey is the Riddler. Now, if you know me, I was a huge Jim Carrey fan. They actually casted Jim Carrey in this role as the Riddler because, at the time, Jim Carrey was a big star. He was popular. He was in his prime. And when you watch this movie now compared to the Batman movies that came out later, this was very goofy and campy. Not as bad as Batman and Robin, but it's, I don't know, not like the typical Batman movie you want. I just love when the quote says here from one of the critics, "I'm the best Batman yet." Yeah, you saw the other ones later. They're pretty much more better than that. Yeah. It was Jim Carrey played it. Same thing with Tommy Lee Jones. They pretty much play this up as for comedy. And if you're making a serious movie and you put in some silly stuff in it, even as a Batman movie, if it's supposed to be meant for adults, it pretty much tries to be like a kid's thing, even though it's PG-13. It just, I don't think things like that work in a serious Batman movie. In the Lego Batman movie, it kind of works because it's animated and CGI and it was funny and it has a lot of heart and more, humor than this one has. This one has a lot of humor, but not in the way, you can look at this kind of funny or kind of look at this kind of really stupid, to be honest. And a few plot holes, I'm not going to get into because I may spoil some stuff if you haven't seen it before. And there's a few good things about this movie. The music's pretty cool. The style, Joel Schumacher has. Same thing with Batman and Robin. You may say the sets look, very creative, and yeah, it does have its own style. And yeah, but this movie is not without its flaws. I didn't find the love interest between Val Kilmer and Nicole Kidman that interesting. I just couldn't get invested in it. I believe when I was a kid, I couldn't get invested in much of this movie. Like, I think I like the scenes, like, when I was a kid, like the fight scenes, the opening scenes with Batman, and whenever Batman was on screen fighting, I would get more into this film. Same thing with the films. When the films were on screen, I would get more invested in that as a kid. Well, I watched this movie all the way through, and it's a very cheesy, goofy movie that cannot be made now, especially with Batman. You know, like the Batman movies, like, even though I have not seen all of them, like, they've gotten better and better over time. Like, could you imagine if they made this now? It would bomb hard. Like, it would not do that well. It just has some, you know, cheesy elements to it. Like I would recommend, like if you're a huge hardcore Batman fan, you're skeptical, then, like, would I recommend this more than Batman and Robin? Yeah, I would. Like, I don't know. Like, if you want, like, more darker, good Batman movie, you're definitely not going to get this. But, like, if you're a casual movie watcher, like to be honest, my favorite superhero is actually Spider-Man, and I don't know where to put Batman on it. Like I have no problem with Batman whatsoever. Like, don't get me wrong, Batman's cool, but he was never one of my favorite superheroes. He was pretty much my brother's favorite character at the time. So if you really want a really good Batman movie, I recommend you watch, you know, The Dark Knight or the Michael Keaton Batman. And yeah, I also have to say Val Kilmer did a better job than George Clooney as Batman, and especially I know some of you may say, like, Christian Bale. I don't think so. Like, Christian Bale, like, I don't know, him as Batman, of course everybody imitates his voice. Where are they? I just didn't care for that. Val Kilmer did fine as Batman. Like I said, I can't compare who's the best Batman because I've not seen, I barely remember the Michael Keaton movies, so, and I have not seen the Adam West Batman show at all. Like, I know of his existence, but I just never watched it, so I can't compare it to this. So, yeah, just in honor of the Justice League movie coming out, and I heard it's getting very good reviews, so I may be interested in checking out. And Wonder Woman did impress me. As somebody who doesn't watch a whole ton of DC movies, I may check that one out at some point. And, yeah, I just had to pick up Batman Forever because, I don't know, it's like one of the movies I kind of liked as a kid. Like, when I watch it now, it's very goofy, like it's supposed to be entertaining, I guess, but, you know, this kind of Batman movie can't get made today. And it's worth checking out, but if you're a hardcore Batman fan, then just stick with the really good ones, like Lego Batman, which I like that one fine, or the Michael Keaton Batman movies, or the ones with Christian Bale. Like they have more, I don't know, more effort went into those movies than this. Even though it has a bunch of effort, but not the way it was tended to be to hold up nowadays. You know, it's just, it's a very, very cheesy flick. And, yeah, worse, it could have been, you know, Batman and Robin, but, you know, it came that close, but not as bad as, the next one after this one. So, yeah, I don't have that much to say on Batman Forever. It's just very, very, very cheesy. And Jim Carrey's performance was, you know, while he gave a very funny performance, just, you know, like, we really need to see the serious take on the Riddler. We kind of got a serious take on Two-Face in The Dark Knight, so I guess that helped. But, yeah, kind of movie, Batman movie cannot be made today, unless it was truly a kid's thing, but it wasn't really meant to be. You know, it was meant for adults, and boy, did it backfire. Anyway, I don't have that much to say on Batman Forever. Thank you so much for watching my review, and I'll catch you guys next time. And lights out.